Hi, and welcome to the Booth Experience YouTube, Facebook, and I guess Twitter podcast, or our video podcast. My name is Freddie Alorza. I'm here with Ronald Falcon, a second year, who's going to tell us a pretty interesting story. Hey, Ronald.
Hi, Freddie. How are you?
I'm doing great. So what we're looking at is actual pictures of Ronald getting ready for a flight. Ronald, tell us a little bit about where you're going and why you fly around the world with other Booth students.
So I came to Booth here a few years ago to do my MBA, and I've been flying for about 7 years. And something I realized about flying is that it's a great way to meet people and get to know them. So here at school, I've taken about 30 Boothies out flying with me, and then we've had a great time so far.
That actually sounds awesome. And what we're looking at is pictures from the flights. Tell us a little bit about some of these pictures and some of the flights that you've been on.
The flights have been really interesting to a lot of different places, everywhere from Madison in Wisconsin to Kalamazoo in Michigan. So it really kind of borders anywhere within 2 or 3 hours of the area flight time. And we usually get a good view of the Chicago skyline, either going or coming from our destination. And those are kind of a lot of the pictures that you're seeing now is taken from other Booth students who are photographers at the school.
Coming up, we have a really great video of you doing a flyby over what looks like just grass. Tell us a little bit about this flight.
This was a great flight. It's kind of typical to a lot of the flights I do. The flights are really out to the middle of nowhere and really gorgeous little places across the state. This particular place was in Galena, Illinois, and we're actually landing in a farmer's backyard. So the farmer kind of paved the field and let us land in his what used to be a cornfield. And so this is great because it's kind of bordering the Mississippi, and you can kind of see all his equipment. And we flew over the Mississippi River just before this, and so it was really a unique experience. And here is actually me and the farmer. He's helping me plan our way back as we were really out there and kind of low on fuel. So we were looking for a place to pick up some fuel.
So one of my favorite pictures is the one that's coming up, and it's a picture of Booth from the air. Tell me a little bit about that picture and the photographer.
So a photographer, a good friend of mine, I actually met him about 3 years ago in a Booth event before we applied, and it turns out that me and him were the only two that got in from our group. And he's also an avid photographer, and this is one of the pictures he took, and that's actually him right there. So he's doing his best impression of an airplane, and he had a great time, and had a great time flying with them, and so it's really been a great experience flying with the Boothies.
Well, there you have it. Thank you, Ronald, for taking some time to speak with us. And I think that it's safe to say that at Booth we have really interesting people, and we'd love for you to come fly with us.